All right, so now we're going to install the jammer exhaust system on this 16 Power Stroke. So there's 2 flanges here. Each of them have 3 bolts in them. So we're going to remove the nuts on each side flange. On this side, and this piece will be able to pull out. Then we're going to be able to take them out of the braces here and all the way back. There is a knock sensor on the 15 and 16s up in here. So we're going to disconnect it from the plug, drop it down, actually get to it here on the floor, take the knock sensor out, install on the new exhaust system, and then put it back up in there. So I've already gone through and put some penetrating oil on these, some WD-40, let them soak for a little bit to loosen up. They can rust up there a little bit. I got my wrench here in case I need to break it. I got a breaker bar, as well as I got my impact gun. So we're gonna go through this and start taking all these off and go from there. All right, as we take the nuts off here, we're gonna save them. Make sure you put them where you know they are, because we're gonna reuse those with the jammer exhaust system. The DPF's on this side, we're gonna hook that up there, put our sill in there and get everything lined back up. So we wanna make sure we have those to put back in place. So I'll keep going through this whole system, but I wanna make sure you guys are aware of that. Gonna have the stock grommets on there as well. The jammer kit does include new ones, so we're actually gonna put new ones on here. So, but make sure you don't destroy these just in case you need them for later or something. We'll just put them aside. All right, looks like the back one came out for me, no problem. So got that off. Look like caught her here. Pull it down. And you see the stock exhaust is off of there. We're gonna take out the knock sensor, install it on the new pipes, and reinstall the exhaust back up there. Here's my knock sensor, the jammer intake. We're gonna put it right there. Okay, get that. Now this one here, depending on what truck you have, if it's a long bed, you're not gonna have to cut this off on a 250 or 350. If it's short bed, you're actually gonna cut off 16.25 inches of it. So I've gone through and cut that off already. That's gonna have the flange on there. We're gonna have our piece go here, back onto the DPF side. It's gonna run up over the axle, install everything back up. So I'm gonna get all of our hinges and everything ready to go. We have our hangers, our exhaust pieces. Once we're all done, we'll install the tip, make it all nice, clean finish. So this is where our provided bolts that we took off, we want to put back on. The other side, the bolt is actually a press fit, so we don't want to be able to take those off. We want to leave those press fits in there so we can tighten these nuts up on the exhaust. All right, got the hanger hooked up. And this in place here. All right, I want to make sure that we're going to be able to clamp both of those down when we start to clamp it. I'm going to finger tighten this up, just kind of hold in place. All right, so you can see up here, we don't want it hitting anything up top. So we actually have a piece that we're gonna be able to measure it. So as what would happen, actually, we'll just rotate this exhaust system a little bit so we're not hitting it up there. All right, a little less hit. Nice and tight, everything's good. looking through, final inspection, make sure all my hangers are in. That looks good. My knock sensor's back in, secured back up on the frame. Those bolts back in. Make sure I put their flange in, and cool. And that's our jammer exhaust install.